Okay, so quick disclaimer before this video starts. This was filmed a long time ago actually, and in between then I've undergone a rebrand and I've been rethinking how these kind of interview critique things are kind of going to go, and I think they're going to go a different route, which is more in line with what you're about to watch. But me and Andy had a couple of really great chats about a couple of bits of video we've done, so I didn't want that to go to waste. Just to give you a intro to Andy, Andy Mills is a filmmaker and photographer from Glasgow. He started out doing a lot of kind of skate photography and then moved into doing skate photography and video, I should say, and then moved into doing a lot of music stuff, which is where I met him. And in this video, we chat about how we both approach music videos on a low budget, and we look at his music video for Vukovi, for the track Animal, and then the music video I did for the band Crashes and their track In Colour. Oh, this is the video for In Colour by the band Crashes. Do you know my first question, Andy, is do you get the cold open? Do you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
That's what the cold open is. We all like
Yeah.
It's Always Sunny, and on the day we thought it'd be funny, so we just did it.
Right,
It's got nothing to do with anything. It's just
nah. Like some of the Sunny beginnings are like the best bit of the whole episode.
100%.
Um,
It's probably the best bit of this video, to be honest.
like see my favourite bit of this video is like the simplest shot. See that opening shot where the drummer walks up to the drums?
Yeah.
Sold, man. Oh,
I got
and
that took three takes, I think, and I kind of knew I had it in the third one. I was like, yeah, that's it, done.
Cracked
done.
it.
Because I would fuck it if I keep going.
One of them will be right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just the flow and like you're walking out and you get that nice move round them as well as it starts with the lightning and everything.
Yeah.
Bit shot. Which is handy at the beginning.
Downhill from there.
Like the one thing I'm curious of is I assume this is what is it called? Beacon of Hearts?
It is, yes. It's in the same room you shot.
Say My Name.
Say My Name. I remember the name of the song, guys. Don't at me that I forgot your song. Just don't care. Don't care.
But it's a cool room, man. It's a really cool room.
Yeah, so I basically flipped and filmed it the other way. So we used Corey in Crashes was at the time, I don't know if he still is, but he was working at the Beacon Arts Centre, so we got access to a bunch of their lighting, and also his colleague is a lighting guy. So we set up those 4 strips in the middle, and then I got them to hang a kind of spotlight for each of the guys that came down, and then we just turned everything else off, and I pulled all the curtains and that, so that to try and make it feel as much as possible like it was a big dark studio room.
Because there's nothing better, like don't get me wrong, there's a lot of videos that have got that kind of big open space with the drop light and stuff, but it's like one style I'd love to film in.
I forgot you'd filmed this room actually until this very moment.
No, it was only when I was watching it and I'm going, there's a wee red bit in the background there. Like, it says it's in Greenock. I was like, you know what? That's the same room, man.
It's the same room.
But it's a very cool room and it's a big space.
And having the guys there to do lights,
like that.
I just basically told them for this bit of the song, or for these takes could you have it doing this, and for these takes you have it doing this. It's not like really too planned as such, it was just, the whole point of this was, do an EP, let's make it just cool and colourful and a really nice performance video where it looks like you're the kind of band people want to maybe go and see. So I wanted to keep it, that's why it's simple, dark room, it's called In Colour. I wanted to do a kind of play on the idea of In Colour where it starts off, I don't know how obvious it is in the video, but
it starts off with them all black,
all black, and then it gets progressively more and more colourful until you hit the last, the bridge and the last chorus, and then there's no more black in it at all. It's all just colour. And that was just it. Lots of simple, colourful stuff, and then I just mounted the R on the tripod for a couple of things. Then a couple of rounds just round the guys' contents with the gimbal. And then
there's a nice room for the gimbal like that.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant room
like
for
a space.
That.
And then some handheld stuff as well, because I used the Sigma 51 for the 35 one for the wider stuff.
Oh, that
and then
35, you love that 35.
I love that 35, man. I love it all, Sigma. And then I used my Canon 85 1.8 for some of the tighter handheld stuff.
Yeah.
And I think all in all there was 20 takes, I think, of this song that had and then I just kind of lined them up and just would cut bits out.
Yeah.
And I made sure I'd take for each guy, so it's like I'd take in black and white for Craig, Gary,
So
Cody, etc. And then take in this colour setup, and then they'd another change of clothes and I'd change that colour setup, and then I gimbal for each of those as well.
So like, see when you edit, do you edit like one layer and then the next one, or do you just pile everything up and then cut?
I take one track, so I'll take one track. I'm going to start. I find like one shot and one layer of that, because I get bands to put the 4 count in, so I can just sync each track up to. So I always shoot a full take.
Yeah.
So I can sync that 4 count up, so I don't need to worry about syncing after that. Everything's
No,
time.
no, definitely.
And then it's just lay a track, watch through it, cut out the bits I want, lay the next clip, cut out the bits I want, etc. Until I feel like I'm done, and then when I'm done, I'll go through, and any bits then I don't like, I'll delete them. Then it will just be a case of
once you get to 20 layers and you think I've got to like drag all this down into one.
I actually did this video. We filmed it on the Sunday, and I was off on the Monday for a bank holiday or something. I think there was an assembly cut that was ungraded, ready by the Tuesday morning, I think. So I turned it around in like a day, just because I put all the stuff in Premiere and got one kind of run. And I was like, that looks nice, and yeah, I just kept going.
Yeah, like I've seen myself end up with such messy timelines doing it like that though, and I ended up, I had to start telling myself like every kind of like 4th layer, drag everything down, get it all in one neat timeline.
I do that with my main, so ultimately my final cuts are one layer of clips.
Yeah.
Unless there's overlays, which there are in the bridge of this.
Yeah, you've got a
got
a nice bit. That's good though. I like the overlay in this. It works really well.
Where my timeline gets weird. So my grading scheme is I put on an adjustment layer, drag it all over, drop sharpening effect on that, turn it up to like 15 or so, just sharpen everything up a wee bit. And then
Clarity 100.
Never. I'm not Julian Bailey. How dare you?
Never. He doesn't do it anymore, mate. He doesn't do it anymore.
He was telling me that, aye.
I think we actually slagged him into stopping doing it.
I think we may have, aye. To be fair, stupid thing to do, so he deserved that slagging.
It worked, man. It worked.
Aye.
I had a style.
Yeah. So I turned the sharpen up on that, and then I go into the Lumiscope for black and white. Find an absolute black, find an absolute white, and add a little bit extra contrast, a little bit extra saturation in that layer, so that's across everything.
Right.
The R films in C-Log, so I've got 8-bit C-Log, so like the footage is completely flat.
Aye.
Put a layer on top of that sharpening layer where I convert the C-Log to Rec 709. I've got a few kind of like utility LUTs I found for free on the internet somewhere that give me 4 kind of different like normalised colours based on the log. So I kind of leave that as it is, and that kind of gives me like, that's not as flat now, it's a bit darker. And then another layer on top of that, and I've got a whole bunch of LUTs that I found on the internet somewhere, and I'll drag that down to like 40, and I'll just kind of cycle through till I find one that I think kind of looks nice. And then that's kind of it, and then I'll watch it. So that's applied across the whole thing, so theoretically the grade's relatively consistent. And then I'll maybe, if I come to a clip where it's like not quite exposed properly, I'll cut that, and on the actual bottom clip
you've got the adjustment layers.
I can play about with that a little bit. Yeah, exactly. So it's like a 3-layer grading process that I go through.
I just try and keep. I just had 3 colour wheels. I thought 3 colour wheels just had me.
I don't know. I think in my head it makes me feel like I get a kind of more cinematic look to it, because the colours don't end up. You don't end up getting stuff that's too black and too intense or too oversaturated, because you've got that kind of little bit of push and pull.
The colouring god. I am the colouring god. I
don't know if I got that far, man, because I'm always. It's a bit of a process. This one came together relatively quickly because there's essentially 3. There's quite 3 different grades. There's the stuff for the black and white, which was pretty easy to do because it was shot in flat white light, contrast up, highlights down a little bit, etc. Black's really deep, job done.
I think you nail skin tones all the way through it though. Like the skin tones are really
coloured
good.
stuff was the hardest with the blues and the purples and that, getting that so it wasn't super oversaturated and like hot feeling.
But it's not that much different from the black and white though. Sorry, like the all black stuff, like there's not a huge difference.
I think that's because I really played about with that. So in the final layer in the LUT, so the basis across the whole clip is the same. So in terms of like where they're sitting in their kind of base, they're all the same for the different scenes. It's then just in that kind of final layer with the LUT. I think I used 2 different LUTs. I think the black white stuff's got a slightly different LUT than the colour stuff. but there's a wee bit of that. And
Yeah, because you need it a wee bit for the blacks in an all black room, all
I had
black
to split
clothes.
toned it a little bit across the highlights as well for the kind of slight purple hue across some of it.
I hate purple. I always oversaturate purple, man.
It's difficult, man. Purple and blues.
Aye,
kinda
like
difficult
everybody
not
moans
to.
about red, but aye, purple's what
I
kills
don't
me,
think
man.
red's that big a deal. To be honest.
It's
I'm right with it.
saturation in purple that gets me every time, man.
It's hard, man. It causes weird artifacts and stuff as well. It's
And father-son love it. They love
yeah,
it.
you love a bit purple, don't they?
They do love purple, man.
But yeah, so that's it. It's just a pretty simple, straight to the line band performance. They weren't trying to do anything kind of mental or weird.
No,
was
like
just,
it works
let's
really
try and
well.
make it.
Like it complements what Crashes do well. Like they're really energetic live.
Yeah.
Craig and his crazy left-handed guitar. Upside
Yeah,
down.
it's upside down now because
He
he
loves
got bought a normal guitar even though he's left-handed as a kid because I guess his parents didn't know better, so he just learned to play it upside down. It's insane. It's mental.
Aye, until somebody hands you a normal guitar and you go,
I know.
what's happening here?
I know.
Uh,
He's a wee genius, that boy. He's a wee
a wee
genius.
genius.
Yes.
He's genius.
If you're listening, Craig, we should better be watching this after all the things I do for you.
No pressure.
No pressure, Craig. You better be watching this. They all better be watching this, actually.
Aye.
Because again, as we were talking before, real low budget. They were able to get access to the space, and crew helping out and all that, etc. My friends, we worked it out. So
No, it works really well. Like the lighting seals the deal. Having the strip lights, having the hanging lights.
Which I can't take credit for. That's their Chris, who was one of the production managers at the beginning. I think I don't know if he's there anymore.
But then the lighting
He'll get a lot
technician
of that.
can't take credit for filming it, mate.
That's true. It's true. We're all one big team.
Exactly.
So we'll start with your video for Animal by Vukovi. I guess the obvious thing to talk about with this is your madcap filming method, the actual mechanics behind it. Why don't you talk us through that?
Ah man, like so Vukovi always kind of come to me with loads of ideas, loads of kind of visual concepts, art, costumes. They really think about it a lot before they really come and say like, we want you to film a music video. Which is good because there's nothing worse than people coming to me going, we want a music video, and I go, what kind of music video do you want?
Yeah.
And they just go, I don't know.
That's where I really struggle is like I think it's what makes me a good DP is that if somebody asks me to film, I think I can make it look good, but if I'm asked to figure out off the bat with no guidance what the thing is, I find that quite difficult to visualise without seeing it.
Yeah, and like I could listen to a track, like somebody could give me a track and go, right, what do you think? And I would listen to it, and you could come up with like a million different kind of ideas and go.
Yeah.
But it never really, it feels like I'm just trying to claw something out of it. Whereas if they kind of know what they want, rather than me just kind of trying to pluck ideas, hoping that you get what they want.
Sure.
But with this, they came and they basically went, we love Wes Borland.
Who doesn't?
Aye, so that was sold. You've got a guitarist that plays like Tom Morello and looks like Wes Borland. Aye,
I'm in.
cool. Aye, that's totally down with that. But they said to me, like, I just got my 5D Mark III and they went, we want to hang your camera from like a disco ball, but like take the disco ball out and just like hang your camera through it and let it spin from above. And I was just like, there's no way I'm hanging my camera from a roof. It's like brand new, no way.
Yeah.
So I liked the spinning concept, I thought it was quite cool. So then it was kind of up to me to figure out how we could do this without having to dangle my camera from a roof.
Sure.
So I kind of came up with, I had like an old glide cam, like see the ones with the weights. And they kind
I
of
had one that I could never work.
They were terrible, man. They were absolutely, you just move weights ever so slightly. But that kind of free span on like a head, and then I had an old tripod, so I kind of put the neck of that through the tripod.
Sure.
And then tie that to my camera to the top of that. And my dad's an electrician in the factory I work in, and he got me like an old mixer motor to attach to the bottom of the glide cam. So the glide cam kind of created that spinning motion.
Yeah.
But it took a bit of fiddling about and trying to get the speed and trying to, and because I don't have a nice flip out screen anymore. It was very difficult to get focus and stuff because I was kind of having to plan it and then just put it down and tie wrap it on and kind of hope for the best because I couldn't see the screen as it was filming.
5D's not got, well, it's not got terrible autofocus, does it? But it's not got like the dual pixel kind of thing that newer ones do.
Because I'm this guy that loves a fisheye, it's manual focus.
Yeah. That's your Samyang one, isn't it? It's just all manual.
It is all manual.
It's a nice lens that though. Like, it's a good trade-off.
It's a very good lens. Like it's a 2.8, so you can get
for
some.
A fisheye, that's.
In manual focus, it's even more mental. But like it worked really well. There's a couple of shots of Janine kind of leaning over the camera, and it gets that really nice sharp focus and the kind of blur in the background as well. But
so did you shoot it wide open then at 2.8 for this?
I think there was a kind of mix. I think I've done a few takes of Janine at 2.8, and then I think I shot the rest of it at like 4.
Yeah, makes sense. I kind of go for 4 as a starting point for video.
Yeah, because I wanted to keep the light in it and it really kind of bright and white and stuff. But keeping the focus in fisheye can be difficult. Where just going to infinity focus and just hoping for the best, and it's kind of blurry and. But no, it was a bizarre concept that they came to me with. Like nobody else has came and went, "Can you dangle your camera for a disco ball, mate?"
I don't think I've ever seen like. This kind of consistent, like kind of spinning shot technique or anything else. You see shots that do spin, but quite often it's like an effect, like do like a transition into another thing, or to give the illusion of a continuous cut when there isn't one.
I've seen quite a few.
Not to my knowledge, I've seen something
Ronin's
like this.
Kind of thing, like the stabilisers. You get people.
The big one. Yeah,
you can kind of spin them now. But the pointing up and spinning was...
that's unusual.
But it worked, and it's a bit disorientating at points.
Yeah, I think that's cool though. That's kind of what makes it interesting. A lot of band videos are typically largely based on budget and stuff as well, and also a music video is like an advertisement for your band. If you're at the kind of level Vukovi we're at this point, so you want to get people to come buy tickets to shows, and show them what you perform like. So it's difficult to get really compelling visual ideas out of that on small budgets. So this is because it's pretty minimal budget, I guess, obviously, other than studio hire.
And even the studio hire. So like this day consisted of 2 photo shoots and then the video at the end.
Yeah, you did the promos around this as well, didn't you?
Yes. Well, no, I done We Came From Wales, and then I done Banshee,
so you did.
and then I done Vukovi all on the same day.
You did that other Banshee shoot in Broadscope, yeah?
Yeah, the original one, when they first changed to Banshee.
I remember that now, when Erin had the bright orange hair as opposed to just the ginger hair.
It was, I maybe made it pop a bit. It was a bit excessive how much it popped, but
I'm into it, man.
It was cool,
the more obnoxious a grade, the better, I think.
So that day in itself, getting like 3 bands into 1 studio in time slots, and then I left this to the last thing in the day.
Do you know what, man? It's a good rule of thumb for people doing stuff kind of like DIY underground lower level. Get as much done one day as you can. I mean, we did it, I guess, that last Banshee video, because I did that one, didn't I? The live one. So the one before that for Bubble, you did the video that day in Broadscope, and I did the stills in between.
Yeah, in between.
I did the promo shots in between, just changing setups, and also the behind the scenes. So it was like three lots of like content, I guess if you want to use that crap term, in the one day. And we were only there for like, was it even a full day?
No, I think we were maybe
or was it half a day? In fact, it might have been half a day. I think we got there till like lunchtime.
No, I think we were about half a day,
Yeah, so half a day, 1 music video, behind the scenes stuff, and new post-selection, new promos. Like that's what bands should do.
Yeah, and it's just, as you say, it's about trying to save cost, really.
Yeah.
And the Vukovi video worked really well. The timing was insane. I was freaking out, like the sweat was absolutely pissing off me by the end of it.
I can imagine. That's it though, this video does not look low budget in any way.
No,
it looks like a good budget video.
The makeup and stuff really helped. There was a woman, Mindy Witherspoon, she came along and done the makeup and stuff, and it worked really well because it was like, right, we do Janine, well you're filming Janine, Hamish, you get in, get you covered, Jason, you get
one
in,
at a time.
and it was pretty regimented getting them in and out.
One thing you're good at in set, the couple of times I've been on with you, is like, you know, you've got a kind of vague running order and you get people in to do stuff while other stuff is happening. There's no kind of fanning about.
Aye, like that's my work. Like a kind of supervisor role in my work, and kind of try to keep people moving and keep stuff going. And bands, it becomes so easy to just sit there. All of a sudden, everybody's just sitting down, having a drink, or just chilling. Somebody's away for a fag, somebody else goes. Like before you know it, we're just like
herding cats.
We're just killing time here. Like we're just wasting money doing nothing. But that day in particular, like because of the way I was shooting it with the camera pointing up, all the other stuff I'd done throughout the day, I left that day and I had no idea what kind of content I'd got. Like I didn't know what the photos looked like for the promos, what I'd filmed for the music video. But there's nothing like that fear going home that night, just going, is it any of this been decent? Is it any of it?
I know that fear well. It's quite worrying. Quite often I've got a train journey though, which means I kind of get to like
kind of flip
it and I can see, I'm like, right, okay.
That's alright, there's a bit in there that's alright.
Especially when I've got the EVF on the arm, like I don't really chimp or like look back at stuff, I kind of just trust that exposure's right, I'm not going to maybe worry about it as much, which is a double-edged sword because it means I don't check and I could easily have missed something before I even leave.
You go back and you go, what? I've not got anything that I wanted.
It's what happened yet. Touch wood, but
no,
sure, it's a matter of time.
The day it happens, you will know. The one thing I like about this video is there's a shot of Colin like playing the drums with the spinny camera pointing up.
Yeah.
So I done two takes with him, and I had to lift his whole kit up. Yeah. To meet the camera. So that was, we had to totally adjust his kit so he was playing above the camera, but it was basically like tippy toeing on his seat, so like he was high enough as well.
Nice.
And then
that's proper filmmaking. That's inventive stuff. That's manipulating the environment to get the shot you want. I would
in the moment
and I'm like, if I don't kind of immediately see it, quite often that makes it difficult for me to figure out how to get to it. This video's great, man. Did you do the edit in this as well, or did they do that in-house?
Vukovi all cost. That's how to do it, man. Hamish is pretty dab hand at Premiere.
Yeah, he's good, man. He does all the video stuff, doesn't he?
He's done all of them, man. Like he done Boy George, he done this, Laddie Da, Claudia, he's done them all, man. And that's also fear, like just going, this is all my clips, and then there you go, let's see what you come up with.
That would upset me, man. I like having control of the edit because I'm a maniacal maniac.
And the few, like he was quite good. Like it's almost the same way I kind of do music videos though. I would edit it in a really kind of basic form and then go, this is it, is everybody okay with this? Before I start to build and cut and edit, and obviously it's a really minimal edit, but everybody kind of gets the gist.
Sure.
And then once you've got the gist, it's just building on that, and if anybody's got any quirky wee ideas and stuff, and Hamish was the exact same. He comes back and forward and goes, kind of, this is what I've got, and then I'll go, right, cool, and he'll go, this is the next thing, and the next thing, and the next. And
so you're actually you're still involved in the process then, it's just he's doing the actual manners.
Yeah, he's doing the work on it, but every couple of days or a week or something you get the kind of next bit and the next bit, and you kind of see it building, what it becomes. But so it's cool sometimes though, like you don't want to give it away, but then when it comes back and you go, that actually looks really cool.
I've had that happen. The job that happens occasionally, you're sometimes just a filmer, sometimes you're just the editor. Quite often I end up being just the editor and getting other people's footage because maybe they have additional gear or there's other requirements, etc. that they can fulfill that I can't. And it is cool to get other people's stuff and get to play with it. I think it makes you a bit better. And I think also maybe seeing your stuff through somebody else's edit as well helps you
different
get
things, different grades,
different understanding.
You don't all see things the same.
Because this is typically a little bit more saturated than you would do music video wise, I think. Grade
like I'm guilty of like a kind of pinky tinge. I never have anything like pure white. I've always got a kind of skinny skin tones are a wee bit higher and stuff, but he really made the contrasts good, and it really pops on the brightness and stuff.
Yeah.
Just sitting watching this now, I'm just remembering how much effort we put into making the roof aligned.
Yeah.
Like where the lights were aligned with the roof. It's like I've framed it so it was like the three lights.
Yeah, so they're lined with each other, yeah.
But I had to line with the girders on the roof.
Yeah.
Like, which sounds totally anal. Like, it sounds ridiculous to even...
No, I get it. Like, it's not something I consciously notice, but now that I see it, I can see how actually it enhances the shot, because it forces consistent, like what you get in photography, what you call like leading lines, it actually kind of gives you the effort of that.
Do leading lines work with a fisheye?
It seems like they do it in this case. I mean, this is a great video. I don't think there's any two ways around that. Really.
Thank you very much, man. It's had the most exposure. Like, it was bizarre seeing your work get onto Krang and Scuzz, MTV2, all things that, like, if you told me when I was 10 or 13 that I got a music video on this, that blew my mind. I'd have been, no way. So no, it was cool, man. It was cool, really good. Everything came together really nice on it. And definitely one of the ones that I'm most proud of.
I think so, and you can tell the effort that went in pre-production in terms of you and your dad constructing the machine to let you be able to film it this way, as well as just all the additional elements that are involved in terms of, like you say, setting up the lights in the right way, managing the shoot properly so you can do it in a short time scale, still being involved with the edit, how that all comes together, and that's what elevates it above a lot of videos of bands that they're similar ilk and size at the time who might even been throwing about substantially more budgets. Like, we've both seen music videos where we know the budget is in thousands of pounds.
Yeah, it's absolutely
don't particularly amount to much.
No, it just turns into a standard band shoot.
Yeah.
A couple of different shots. Maybe a nice location, some good lighting, but there's not that much substance to it.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas this video has a strong visual identity, and though as you say you weren't directly editing it, like the visual identity is obviously in how it was shot as much as anything else, because that's the immediate first impact before you start looking at where the cuts are and the grade, etc., and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, like, and that's also another beauty of, well, the guy that wrote the music is editing it. He's editing it, he knows it inside out to the song. He knows where he wants to have bits dropping and beats and stuff, and then even at the end it's all merging and kind of transitioning together at the end for the build up and everything. And then he gets the timing right for the cuts at the end and stuff. So
hugely valuable to really understand the piece of music you're working with, I think. Whether you've written it or not, if you don't understand the dynamics of the song and what it's meant to be and all that, it can be difficult, I think, to shoot something that actually really makes sense. I think this is a perfect example of a video that plays into the vibe of the song.
They are. I think all the videos are visually striking.
Visually striking band.
I have done 4. Like, they have more music videos than just mine. Like,
so you've done, what you do? Animal, Claudia,
Boy George, and Ladida.
And Ladida.
But one of my favourite videos is So Long Gone, which is in like the empty bars, and it's like the 2 cameras. And I remember watching
that one. Simplicity.
And I remember watching it just thinking that made me feel like I'm going to whitey. And then I've managed to create another video that could quite easily make you whitey if you were on a bad one. So that's
a key in it.
It kind of followed along with the rest. But no, they bring, them and Banshee definitely bring out the best in me, I think. Through working with different artists and stuff. These guys. The more
people you work with, the better.
Yeah, these guys have pushed me in different directions and always kind of come with concepts and stuff, so it's brilliant fun.